Here with head coach Brad Laird, the Demons ready for their second fall scrimmage on Friday. And coach, we talked about it, and it's kind of been the theme of this year is dealing with change and dealing with adversity. And your schedule got interrupted again a week and a half ago with a bunch of weather. So how did the guys handle that change, and how eager are you to see them with maybe a little bit more time now in between scrimmages to figure some things out?
Well, I think our, one thing about our guys, they've been resilient. I mean, they've been resilient back March 13th. They've been resilient this summer. They've been resilient when everything got pushed back to the spring. So, that little shake-up as far as fall ball, we had an opportunity, had a day that, we didn't want to miss. And so we, with the weather, so we stayed out of it and kind of put us behind a little bit. And as we gear into, I guess, fall ball number 10, which will be game number 2 for us this fall. And, the thing that I want to see is the consistency with the effort and attitude. And that's the one thing I saw live in practice number 6, which was our game number 1. I saw the same thing when I went back and watched the film. So we want to continue to see that, but I think better execution. That was practice 6, this is practice 10. So we ought to execute better in all 3 phases. So, that's what, as we look as coaches, want to see after the fall game number 2.
Sure, the same thing with health and getting back into it again, probably about 100 plays on Friday?
We're hoping to look at that. I think a lot of it will determine bodies. We got some... we got some guys that are out right now. It puts some other guys in a bind. We've changed the practice schedule because of that. You've got guys that are going a lot of snaps that probably don't need to be going a lot of snaps, but in order for us to be able to maintain what we need to get done, they're having to do that. So, what we're looking at is probably 80 to 100 snaps. Again, getting the different situations. Just not the middle of the field situations. We'll do red zone, we'll do coming out, we'll do 2-minute situations. So a lot of opportunities every day's an eval. Another opportunity for our guys to get that on film.
Well, you mentioned the guys who've had to step up and play a lot of snaps, and going back to that first scrimmage, guys like Princeton Malbrew, a freshman who comes in and plays a lot of snaps, even with the ones in that situation. You mentioned it's been tough on some, but also there's got to be some who have benefited from that situation.
There's no doubt. Those young guys. You take a Princeton Malbrew who's gotten a lot of snaps, whether it's been with the ones or with the twos, and a lot of good live snaps. And so to see his progress from day to day because of those snaps, you see that there's a lot of other guys, and then you see guys on the other side of the spectrum, Jomar Bowson, who's been a proven football player for us, but to see him play in and play out, not just defensively, but on special teams. And I think that's you're seeing guys that continue to step up that are motivating this team in all 3 phases.
Is that, again, just a product of the culture? You mentioned guys like Jomar, who special teams may not be something he's done too often here, but he's stepping up and taking that role. So again, the culture you have, or you want to establish, seems to be taking hold.
Well, and I tell you what we did as a staff, Coach Olson, we ranked every player based off special teams. And we met about that yesterday. And I think that just shows the importance, one, when you're going to put 60 on the bus, that's going to travel with you, and so we have a ranking as far as where they stand from a special teams aspect, so position coaches know as we move forward. So the emphasis that we have put on special teams has been a lot more than we have in the past when it comes to, I guess, fall ball. I'm used to staying spring, but when it comes to this type of situation, this type of timing that we're in right now in the fall.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.